Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
This is Network News for today, Monday, August 28th, 2023. I am Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, Grenada experiencing a heat wave for the 5th day. Former Education Minister expresses concern relating to government's free education announcement. CXC concerned over usage of cell phones and smartwatches during 2023 exams. And Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell renews call for the United Kingdom to apologize for its role in the transatlantic slave trade. In the region, 8 injured in Boston shooting, cutting Caribbean Juve parade short. Internationally, in the Ukraine war, Putin hits out at the West in a major speech. And in sports, Lyndon Victor secures bronze in decathlon at World Champs in Budapest. The details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The T.A. Marishawa Community College is registering an increase in the number of applicants this year and attributes this to government's recently introduced free education policy. Chrislina John has this report.
With the knowledge of the newly issued results from the Caribbean Examination Council, the CXC, scores of students turned out on day 1 of the 2-week registration period at the T.A. Marishawa Community College. The students have the opportunity to capitalize on government's free education policy, which has been extended to the T.A. Marishawa Community College, TAMCC, and the New Life Organization, NULO. Under the new policy, students of these tertiary institutions are exempted from tuition fees. Marva Bowen Neptune is the registrar at the TAMCC.
The government of Grenada has removed all tuition, so they pay $150 for the administrative fee. So that includes the IDs and things like examination and that sort of thing. They pay for that, a registration fee and stuff like that. So they pay $150, and then they have to pay for their t-shirts. That's $50 for their t-shirts. So we want all students to have a t-shirt, and that costs $50. For now, the college bear the brunt of the cost for all materials. I don't know if that would change, but we have not asked students to pay for anything except the $150. So the tuition that the student paid before, we use that to supply the materials, and that has not changed. I don't know if it will change in the future, but as we speak, that has not changed.
For students pursuing other programs, Neptune explained the process.
It'll be a little bit complicated. So you have the School of Continuing Education, where the students do part-time program and full-time program. The full-time program, the student, that's free, based on what the government advised. For the part-time program, they would get a voucher of $810, but there is a difference there. So we're still working out what's going to happen with the difference, but for now, the students get a voucher of $810 for the part-time associate degree program.
School begins in earnest during the second week of September. This year, the registrar said they are seeing a notable increase in the number of applicants.
We have registration up until 2 weeks into the semester. Classes commence on September 5th for all students in all schools, and that's for both year 1 and year 2. We have in upwards of 1,000 applications into various programs, and this year we have seen an increase in the number of applications. We predict that it's because of the free tuition, and it's of course it's a lot more affordable.
Christina John, GBN News.
CXC detects exam irregularities and expressed concern over the usage of cell phones and smartwatches. Here's another report from Christina John.
The Caribbean Examination Council, the CXC, has identified several irregularities during the 2023 exams. Notably, the use of cell phones and smartwatches has emerged as a major concern. Dr. Nicole Manning, Director of Operations at the Council, revealed this during a press conference held to announce the official release of the 2023 CXC exam results. Dr. Manning said a total of 19 irregularities were detected in the CSEC exam, while the CAPE exams registered 17 irregularities. According to Dr. Manning, 5 students sitting the CSEC exams were caught with cellular phones, 5 plagiarized content, 4 displayed disruptive behavior, 3 utilized unauthorized materials, and there was 1 case of territorial malpractice. Meanwhile, in the CAPE exams, 4 students had their cellular phones, 8 were caught cheating, 4 had unauthorized material, and 1 person even tried to impersonate another. Manning said though the numbers are small, there is still a cause for concern.
The irregularities for 2023, we saw a slight reduction by 1 on the overall reduction, but I want to draw attention to CAPE because we had an increase from 2 to 17 last year, and I'll speak a little bit more about irregularities. If you notice, the numbers are lower for CAPE than CSEC. It speaks a little bit more about the maturity of the candidates that we are engaging at CAPE. So it is something that it's important for us to look at.
Manning expressed concern about the use of cellular phones by candidates during exams.
Something we would not want to see again this year, cell phones. The use of cellular phones still our biggest issues. Candidates this year took cellular phones, used cellular phones in the exam, not only to have it in their bags, but literally on their persons and utilizing it. We have also seen the introduction of the smartwatches, and so that is another cause for concern, but the council is doing a full review of its regulation to ensure that all of these devices are also noted. But
the CXC director also disclosed that all irregularities carry a penalty. The CXC expressed commitment in addressing these concerns to ensure a level playing field for all candidates sitting the exams.
Of course, that 8 for cheating that we're seeing there as an irregularity is also a cause for concern. And let me just say, when an irregularity happens, the candidate's results are cancelled. If it is that the candidate repeatedly carry out the behavior, they can lose everything. That's a big issue for CXC.
Christina John, GBN News.
Still with education, government's free education policy takes full effect within days when new and returning students enter the classrooms. The new policy was extended to the T.A. Marisho Community College and the New Life organization. However, a former minister says that's not enough.
The no school fee policy, which was introduced in September of 2022 and applied to the pre-primary, primary, and secondary schools, has now been expanded to include the T.A. Marisho Community College, TAMCC, and the New Life organization, NULO.
We are delighted as a Ministry of Education and as a government to say to you that we are facilitating your advancement in education with the removal of tuition fees as you go on to access education at TAMCC and further on.
The government said its free tuition program policy will complement other key education initiatives, such as the approval of the UNESCO-funded technical and vocational education and training policy. However, former Education Minister Emmeline Pear said the attempt being made by government is insufficient to enable all students to attend classes, particularly those from vulnerable homes.
If that person is going to do a plumbing course at NULO, admission fee $265. 1 year tuition fee for skills $750. CVQ fees $450. Tools $650. Mr. Speaker, when you add this up, the government would be paying $810. The trainee would be paying $1,305.
During Friday's sitting of the lower house, Mrs. Pear expressed her concern while suggesting how government could address those said concerns.
I am free to say this morning, Mr. Speaker, I'm comfortable saying, let's take $2 million from the $7 million for independence and put it towards this program so that it will not just cover tuition, but it would cover full costs for those persons who will be denied an opportunity to go if they don't have the rest of the funds.
The first phase of the expanded free tuition program will apply to the 2022 secondary school graduates and TAMCC students who are presently completing their second year. Youth Minister Ron Redhead said the policy will assist with the issue of unemployment amongst the nation's youth.
We are taking monies and addressing the access to education through the free tuition at TAMCC and also NULO. If we do, in fact, have an unemployment issue, this is a direct spending by government that is going to help to bolster a young person's ability to get a job.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The Meteorological Service at the Morris Bishop International Airport, in a statement issued today, confirmed a continued heat wave for Grenada as models continue to indicate relatively high temperatures and low rainfall. Details in this Rena Per-Thomas report.
Light winds, relatively high temperatures and low rainfall dominates the forecast for Grenada as today marks day 6 of an ongoing heat wave. Andre Charles, forecaster at the Meteorological Office, says the temperature has not been steady but remains high.
Yes, temperature continues to fluctuate. It is not on a constant upward trend. It fluctuates. We've had a high of 32.8. But it ranges between anything above 31.7 to as high as 32.8. Today is marked the 6th day since we have been experiencing temperatures at 31.7 and above. And this is a clear indication that the heat wave that we started last Thursday has continued for the weekend and continues today.
Charles encourages the population to stay hydrated as there is no indication when the heat wave will subside.
We just ask the public to take all precautionary measures to keep themselves cool, hydrated, and wear appropriate clothing that can help them in that light. And if any consumption of alcohol, person should reduce or refrain at all from consumption of alcohol, because this would help in you becoming dehydrated. So take all precautionary measures. To say how long it will continue, we cannot indicate at the moment, but conditions can improve. but that's something that the forecasting and data at the moment is not available to provide that forecast.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett-Thomas reporting.
Coming up in the news, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell renews call for the United Kingdom to apologize for its role in slavery. Stay with us.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card, and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
The Grenada Dental Association, with support from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, Great Shape Inc., Spice Isle Smiles Foundation, and Sandals Foundation, present Seal Grenada, sealing children's permanent teeth between the ages of 6 to 18, from August the 28th to September the 1st, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily at the current government school in St. David. For more information, call 421-6021. Seal today. Prevent decay tomorrow.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Get ready for the ultimate football showdown as Grenada takes on Suriname in the much-anticipated CONCACAF Nations League. Join the excitement on Friday, September 8th at the Karani James Athletics Stadium. Secure your pavilion seats at just $30 or secondary stands for $20. School students, grab your seats in the secondary stand for $10. And remember, kids under 12 are absolutely free. Tickets available from Chucky's Bar, Grenadian Optical, Heather's Boutique, Shy's Bar, Victoria, Kelly's Hotspot, Guav, Calico Shopping Center, Satez, and GoToVet.com. Come see Grenada battle. Be there to witness history. Friday, September 8th at 7 p.m. Kirani James Athletics Stadium. Be part of the action. Be part of the pride.
Built Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the news at 7. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has recently renewed his call for the United Kingdom to issue an official apology for its role in the transatlantic slave trade. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's request, made during an exclusive interview with British media entity The Independent, comes as part of ongoing efforts to address the historical injustices suffered by the people of Grenada and the wider Caribbean region.
My mind, the UK wants to continue being a country that demonstrates that it upholds the values of justice, fairness, democracy, equal treatment of human beings. Then, to me, it should be out front and apologizing for slavery. And reluctance or refusal to do so then sends the opposite message.
Prime Minister Mitchell's call for an apology is not unprecedented. In recent years, several Caribbean nations have similarly called on European countries, including the UK, to acknowledge the atrocities committed during the era of slavery and to take steps towards reparations and reconciliation. The Prime Minister argues that an official apology from the United Kingdom would serve as a crucial step towards healing the wounds of the past and fostering a more inclusive and equitable future.
I think the fact that Rishi Sunak is the Prime Minister of the UK speaks for itself. It tells you how the history of the United Kingdom and perhaps its future is so intertwined to its past in terms of its colonial history, the plurality of British society. All of that comes from the fact that it once colonized India, parts of the Caribbean. We have these cultural wars which are taking place. We have these attempts to sometimes rewrite history if it's not pleasant or if it makes us feel uncomfortable. And we have to remind people. And that's why I say there's a danger in not accepting. And we deserve, frankly, the same rights as everybody else who's been subjugated or treated badly by another group.
The issue of reparations for the descendants of enslaved Africans Africans has been a contentious one, with many arguing that financial compensation is necessary to address the enduring socio-economic disparities faced by marginalized communities. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell weighed in on the subject.
Reparations is basically having the world accept that slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, the plantation economies that were based on slavery was wrong, and that we need to ensure that that is acknowledged and that corrective measures is taken to treat with all of these significant negative legacies that has arisen as a result of that. I think fundamentally we have to be able to accept that slavery was a crime against humanity. It was a criminal act. We need to have justice for that, and justice takes a number of forms. Material redevelopment of the Caribbean, of Africa, is just part and parcel of that.
It remains to be seen how the United Kingdom will respond to the Prime Minister's request. Slavery had a profound impact on the lives of millions of Africans who were forcibly transported to the Americas. The United Kingdom played a significant role in this dark chapter with its involvement in the buying, selling, and enslavement of African people. Reporting for GBN News. A supplementary budget of over $143 million has been approved in the lower house of Parliament, despite the opposition pointing to many reasons they don't support the bill. Rena Perry-Thomas reports.
The supplementary budget of $143,980,234, which was debated and approved in the lower house on Friday, will service the state of Grenada for the fiscal year of January 1st to the 31st of December 2023. Several ministries will benefit from the budget, which will cover loans, projects, and programs that were not catered for in the 2023 budget, which was presented last December. The supplementary appropriation bill was presented by Minister for Finance Dennis Cromwell, who stated that $133,430,832 is for capital expenditure, while $15,559,402 is for recurrent expenditure.
Mr. Speaker, I also wish to summarize what pertains in the supplementary bill for 2023. It includes a provision for $15,559,402 in recurrent expenditure and a total of $133,430,823, with a total of 148 is a provision of recurrent expenditure for $7,031,151 and a capital expenditure of $60,500,000, a total of $67,531,151.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell had this to say in voicing support for the bill.
Speaker, we start with the office of the Prime Minister. The recurrent sum sought there is a sum of $250,000, and capital sum sought is a sum of $7,500,000. Speaker, we start with the office of the Prime Minister. The recurrent sum sought there is a sum of $250,000, and capital sum sought is a sum of $7,500,000.
Opposition members in the lower house of Parliament did not support government's supplementary budget. Dr. Mitchell, a former Minister of Finance, told the Parliament that while the additional allocation requested in some areas is understandable, he has not seen a law was provided with sufficient explanation that will provide sufficient justification for the additional money.
They're asking the taxpayers to commit to $100 million of further debt of the country. This is what we've been asked to do here. We do not know the terms of the loan and conditions. So we are blind here today. And I see the size of the debt to GDP ratio, and you know what debt to GDP ratio, I don't have to tell members, that's easy to find out. So clearly, there's no way I can be associated with this level of acceptance of further loan and debt to the country.
Despite the objections from the opposition members, the government, which currently has 10 members on its seat, approved the motion and the bill. The next step will be approval from the members of the upper house, which is scheduled to meet on Tuesday, the 29th of August. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett-Thomas reporting.
A sum of $7.5 million has been allocated in the supplementary appropriation budget approved in the lower house of Parliament last Friday to finance activities for the highly anticipated 50th anniversary of independence. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says plans are underway to roll out several commemorative events starting this September.
We intend to have a legacy project, Mr. Speaker, that speaks towards ensuring that the future of Grenada, particularly when it comes to issues such as education, the teaching of Grenadian history, the observation and celebration of national heroes.
Pointing to the significant allocation, the Prime Minister explained that some of the activities under consideration will require significant preparatory expenditure.
Some of the events obviously would require significant preparatory expenditure. I did mention at the committee stage, for instance, the fact that the commemorative $50 note is estimated to cost about $2 million, and that funding needs to be paid now so that the minters can proceed with completing the design and the preparation of the note. Mr. Speaker, we intend to recover the costs associated with the note, because obviously the note will become part of the currency, but obviously we would expect that Grenadians and Grenadians in the diaspora will buy it as memorabilia, and so we expect to recover the funding associated with this.
The Prime Minister said the government is also looking at the possibility of raising a 50th anniversary bond as a means of getting financing to address some of the major projects going forward. The supplementary appropriation bill was approved with strong opposition from members on the opposition side who were not satisfied with the information outlined in the explanatory notes for the allocation. Member of Parliament for St. George Northeast, Ron Redhead, added his voice to the debate on the motion for the supplementary appropriation budget, which will be debated in the upper house of Parliament on Tuesday.
Honourable members, Mr. Speaker, through you on the other side, is indicating that they have a problem with the amount of money. And two members, we heard it this morning, also say that why would you spend all that money now? Subtract the $2 million or $2.5 million or so that is spent for the note, $50 commemorative note. But what's about the $5.5 million? Why are you spending all that money now and unemployment high and people losing work and all these other things? Mr. Speaker, these claims are unsubstantiated. It is not factual, and I guarantee you that even after we leave here, none of the members on the opposition side can go out and prove this officially.
Grenada will celebrate its Golden Jubilee on February 7th, 2024. The sun ignites the clouds below, evoking emotions and tranquility, a promise of a new dawn through the GBN ISOR lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOR is brought to you by ClearVision. Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Our citizen journalist submitted a stunning sunset at Grand Mall Bay, riddled with hues of soft pink, yellow, and orange. Grand Mall Bay stretches along the Western Coast Corridor and is located just about a 7-minute drive from the capital, St. George's. It is a deep water bay with calm, warm waters and a charming golden sand beach. Nestled under the lush hills of Mount Morris and surrounded by the picturesque, quaint hillside villages of Fontenoy and Cherry Hill. This area is a great spot to take a swim or even to relax at the dock of the bay. We thank our citizen journalist for that beautiful submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platform. That's when we return.
The Ministry of Tourism and Economic Development and the Grenada Tourism Authority extend a warm welcome to visitors and returning nationals visiting for Carnival and summer vacation. We do hope you enjoy your stay with us, and we invite you to return with friends and family to celebrate our 50th anniversary of independence on 7th February 2024. Tourism is my business, your business, our business.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway, and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Welcome back. Animal owners in the Pearls area had the benefit of having their animals treated for parasites and vaccinated against rabies during a recent clinic. Details in this report.
Recognizing the importance of monitoring the health and well-being of animals, its likely impact on food safety, food security, the economy and livelihoods, the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, in collaboration with the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIAP, held the first in a series of animal health clinics. Residents and members of the farming community of Pearl St. Andrew had their animals vaccinated and dewormed during the past week. Animals with wounds were also treated as part of the exercise. The team from the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives and SIAP representatives shared best practices with farmers who attended the clinic. Some of these included the use of the Pharmaca scorecard to identify anemic animals, recommended ways to treat wounds, and silage production for feeding animals.
The idea is to bring, if I may say, animal care, basic animal care services to the farmers in this area. We know that the Pearls area is heavily, if I may say, a lot of farmers have livestock, and the idea was to bring this initiative to assist the farmers in basic animal care. And this is we trust that the farmers who would have benefited today, as the farmer who would have spoken to previously, that they are very appreciative of this service, because we know veterinary services is very expensive, and for farmers, to get the medication for the animals. So the initiative here today is a form of giving back to the farmers, giving them ideas as to how they could care for the animal so that the animals could grow healthy and that we could basically get better production from the animals.
That was Kenley Edwards, CSA's coordinator at SIAP. Farmers welcomed the initiative. Expressing gratitude on behalf of farmers in the community was Milton Peters.
Concerning what happened here today, I have to say it's a very good initiative. I benefited from it in the sense of getting many of my animals dewormed, and it is so easy up for me, at least. I couldn't get all done, but so far I enjoy it, and it's very wonderful. At least what I would encourage that they make it more exposed that most farmers could know before that time and would be ready, because there's a lot. I think it's very good. For me, it's very good because all my animals get dewormed now. I have to spend money to deworm them, and if this is very important.
Christina John, GBN News.
Stay with us. Your sports news is up next.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS Self-Employment Program.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Lyndon Victor took home a historic bronze medal in the decathlon after completing 10 events over 2 days in the IAAF World Athletics Championships in Budapest on Saturday. The 30-year-old two-time Commonwealth champion took home the country's first ever major championship medal in the event with a national record of 8,756 points. Canada's Pierce LePage and Damian Warner took gold and silver with 8,909 points and 8,804 points, respectively. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has congratulated decathlete Lyndon Victor on his bronze medal win at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest, Hungary. The Prime Minister said this remarkable achievement is a testament to Lyndon's dedication, resilience, and unyielding spirit in pursuing excellence on the international stage. He said having had the privilege of sharing a meaningful breakfast conversation with Lyndon earlier this year, as he was a member of Grenada's official delegation at the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III, he was captivated by his determination and preparation for this very event. Mitchell said Lyndon's triumph is not just a personal victory, but a source of inspiration for the entire nation. He said Lyndon's dedication shines brightly and stands as a shining example for young Grenadians, showing them that with focus and effort, dreams can become reality. He said, and I quote, "Your achievement brings immense pride to our nation, and I am confident that you will continue to inspire us with your remarkable journey," end quote. On August 26, Victor won Grenada's only medal this year at the World Champs. Moving now to cricket, the Trinbago Knight Riders earned their first victory of the 2023 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League with a 6-wicket win over St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. Trinbago Knight Riders won the toss and chose to field first. A bowling masterclass from Dwayne Bravo and Sunil Narayan had caused early inroads, but a brilliant 66-run partnership between stand-in captain Shafeen Rutherford and Corbin Bosch managed to take the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots to 178 for 5. Patriots openers Andre Fletcher and Evan Lewis got their side off to a quick start in front of a cheering home crowd, scoring 43 runs in the first 4 overs, before Dwayne Bravo, playing in his 100th CPL game, took both of their wickets in the space of 3 balls. Rutherford scored a half-century, and supported by Corbin Bosch, he took the Patriots to a substantial score of 178 for 5. Also, for the first time in Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League history, a red card was brandished as the Trinbago Knight Riders incurred 3 overrate penalties, meaning, as per regulations introduced this season, they had to play the final over with just 10 players on the field. Sunil Narayan was the player who was withdrawn from the field of play. The action now shifts to Barbados as the next round of the league games start at the Kensington Oval on Wednesday evening. That's sports. Stay with us for a look around the region. And now for a look around the region. Leader of the opposition, Aubrey Norton, has expressed his concern over the current state of Guyana Police Force, or the GPF, categorizing it as a crisis. This comes after Acting Commissioner of Police, Clifton Hicken, faced serious allegations of non-compliance with the law, as outlined in a recent report by the Police Complaints Authority. Details in this report.
In his 2022 report, Chairman of the PCA, retired Judge William Ramlal, accused Hicken of flagrantly violating the law by allowing the Office of Professional Responsibility, a department of the police force, to investigate matters in relation to death and serious injuries allegedly caused by police ranks. Justice Ramlal made it clear that the Police Complaints Authority is the sole statutory body charged with probing such matters. He has therefore called on President Dr. Irfan Ali, who is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, to intervene.
The police force is in crisis because it does not have credible leadership, and it will continue like this. I think the government facilitated what is happening. I've said on numerous occasions, if you take a man that is neither certified nor qualified for the job and give him the job, you are almost immediately compromising him. It means he cannot operate professionally.
Norton believes that Hicken is neither qualified nor certified for the job. Opposition lawyers will be moving to the court this week to challenge the decision of President Dr. Irfan Ali to extend the tenure of Hicken indefinitely. Hicken turned 55, the age of retirement, on July 22, 2023.
In Boston, a premature end to annual Caribbean festivities as gunfire erupted on the outskirts of the parade route. Boston Police Commissioner has since indicated that the shooting was not related to the celebrations. More in this report.
Involved, we recovered multiple weapons as a result.
Boston police officers are credited with running towards the gunman as people fled a littered parade scene.
I'm asking for the mayor, I'm asking for the police commissioner, I'm asking for the clergy and community activists to unite with one voice. Cancel the 1 p.m. Caribbean Festival parade.
Boston religious leaders and a city councilman demanded the larger Carnival Saturday afternoon parade be canceled due to the early morning shootings, but it went on as scheduled. As Boston's mayor and police commissioner walked in front of the parade.
We work so hard, so incredibly hard to put on something that is more a family-oriented event and peaceful.
This morning's shooting with 8 injured shows the Carnival's parades are not always peaceful. Case in point, in 2014, a woman standing on the parade route was shot and killed. But the mayor says Carnival weekend is vital in Boston.
This is a huge benefit for the city of Boston to have this event. The economic impact from visitors coming from all around the world, it is joyful, it is necessary for the city, and it's really a critical part of our social infrastructure here and community building.
Late today, Boston police are asking anyone who was at the parade that might have video from their phone or pictures to contact them and help with the investigation. They also said that wound count likely went from 7 to 8 late this afternoon. That's because they believed an 8th person had been grazed earlier in the day, and that victim likely came forward late this afternoon. We're live in Roxbury. I'm Ted Wayman, WCVB News Center 5.
Even further afield, Vladimir Putin addressed the BRICS summit being held in South Africa via video link, as an international arrest warrant prevented him from leaving Russia. More in this report.
Sandton, Johannesburg, the economic capital of Africa, and home to political leaders from 46 countries around the world for the next 3 days. Here for the 15th BRICS Summit. Russian President Putin's attendance is blocked by his International Criminal Court arrest warrant. It's a big year for BRICS. 40 countries around the world have shown interest in joining the 5-member bloc. 23 have made formal applications. This is the 3rd round of South Africa hosting, and the first to come with the diplomatic nightmare of whether President Putin should or could legally attend.
His Excellency President Vladimir Putin
And though virtual, his presence is met with cheers of defiance.
None of the terms of the so-called deal concerning the lifting of sanctions imposed on Russian exports of grain and fertilizers to world market have been fulfilled. Obligations to Russia in this regard have been simply ignored.
He may not be here in person, but he's definitely made a strong statement against Ukraine. And it's in his interest that more countries do get accepted into BRICS to help them offset sanctions. Less than 24 hours before Putin's message aired in Johannesburg, Wagner boss Yevgeny Prigozhin shared his first video message since his halted protest march to Moscow. The man formerly known as Putin's chef says Wagner is making Russia even greater on all continents and Africa more free. A well-timed advertisement shared just as Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov prepares to enter closed-door security meetings with many leaders from across the continent. Yusra Al-Baghir, Sky News, Johannesburg.
And that's your look around the region. Stay with us for a recap of the headlines. Recapping the headlines, Grenada experiencing a heat wave for the 6th consecutive day. Former Education Minister expresses concern relating to government's free education announcement. CXC concerned over usage of cell phones and smartwatches during 2023 exams. And Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell renews call for the United Kingdom to apologize for its role in the transatlantic slave trade. In the region, 8 injured in a Boston shooting, cutting Caribbean Juve parade short. And internationally, in the Ukraine war, Putin hits out at the West in a major speech. In sports, Lyndon Victor secures bronze in decathlon at the World Champs in Budapest. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Beverly Telesford. That's the news. Good night.